We have already learned three important laws in the basic laws in the network analysis. One is the Ohm's law, the second is the Kirchhoff's current law, the third is Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now we shall see the technique of applying these three laws to the most powerful techniques called the nodal analysis technique and the mesh analysis technique. In the nodal analysis technique, we use Kirchhoff's current law, and in the mesh analysis technique, we use Kirchhoff's voltage law. Let us see how we can analyze the circuits more elaborately by discussing in detail about these two techniques. We shall focus more detail on this nodal analysis in this session, and we shall discuss about the theorems and mesh analysis in the next session. The nodal analysis use Kirchhoff's current law and the mesh analysis use Kirchhoff's voltage law. However, in both analysis we use Ohm's law. These three laws we have discussed in the previous session. Nodal analysis is a powerful technique. We apply Kirchhoff's current law to analyze a circuit using nodal analysis. In this particular analysis, we use three steps to find out the node voltages. Once you get the voltages of a particular network, we get the other parameters like current in any branch, or power in the whole circuit, or the energy that is dissipated by a particular branch. So first of all, the first step in analyzing the circuit is we make the circuit and then we select a node called a reference node or a datum node. The other nodes are called non-reference nodes. So for them, we mark the voltages as V1, V2, V3, etc. That is the first step. In the second step, we write the Kirchhoff's current law at each of these nodes. Nodes, as you know, it's a junction. And then in the Kirchhoff's current law, there is a relation between the currents that are entering into a node and currents that are leaving the node. But we use Ohm's law to represent these currents in terms of the voltages and the resistance. Then we get, if there are n non-reference nodes, we get n simultaneous equations. So the problem is to solve those n simultaneous equations. So with that we get the voltages at each and every node like V1, V2, etc. And with that we find the currents, all the branch currents. We can find out the power in the circuit. We can find out the energy in a particular source or a particular resistance. We shall take a very small example consisting of just three resistances, 2 ohms, 4 ohms and 6 ohms resistances, and two current sources, one is 5 amperes and the other is 10 amperes. The problem is to find out the voltages V1 and V2. Actually there are three nodes. Nodes, as you know, are junctions. This is one node, this is a second node and a third node. Of the three nodes, we have taken this as a reference node or a datum node. And then these two, the V1 and V2 are non-reference nodes. V1 and V2 are non-reference nodes. So we analyze the circuit by finding out V1 and V2. Once we get V1 and V2, for instance, if we want to find out the current I2, I2 is V1 minus V2 by these 4 ohms. So that's how we can find out the current here or the power delivered by this source or this source. So that means once we find out the V1 and V2, we have found out the solution of this particular network. That's how we analyze the node voltages. Let us see how we can do it. Let us say the Kirchhoff's current law at the node V1 is this. The current flowing into the node is I1, that's why we have put it as a left hand side. The currents that are going out of this node is one is I2 and the other is I3. That's why Kirchhoff's current law at node V1 is I1 equal to I2 plus I3. Then let us see what I1 is. I1 is a current source and the arrow direction is towards this. That's why for I1 we can substitute 5. What about I2? I2 is the current flowing in the 4 ohms. we shall assume that V1 is at higher potential than V2. That's why the current is flowing in this direction. So V1 minus V2 is the potential difference here, and the resistance 4 ohms is that. So I2 therefore is V1 minus V2 by 4. What about I3? I3 is the current flowing in this. Current flowing in this 2 ohms resistance. So that's why the voltage here is V1. Actually the datum voltage is 0. You can put it as V1 minus 0 by 2 or simply V1 by 2. So that's how the Kirchhoff's current law is satisfied at this particular point. So we can simplify this as 3V1 minus V2 equal to 20. Similarly, we shall write Kirchhoff's current law at the node V2. Here let us see how many currents are entering and how many currents are leaving. 2 currents are entering, I4 and I2 are entering, I1 and I5 are leaving. That's why we put the I4 and I2 on the left hand side, I2 plus I4 equal to I1 plus I5. And we shall write the Ohm's law equation for I2. I2 is the current flow in this direction. That's why V1 minus V2 by 4. And then the other current that is entering the node is 10 amperes. Therefore, this is 10. And what are the currents leaving? I1 is leaving, so it is 5 amperes. And this current is I5 is leaving. That's why it is V2 by 6. And then same thing we can write by simplification, it is minus 3V1 plus 5V2 equal to 60. So we have 2 equations. These 2 equations we have